We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the Washington Redskins. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go. Mike. 60 out low.
Right there, 56. Oh, you got deep?
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Go. He's moving, boys.
They'll run on first down. Taylor, he'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
First down, Cowboys.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check up.
Operating from the gun, Hunter. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Check 31, check 31. Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Six. Mike's 50. Yes. Mike's 56. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
To throw again, Hunter. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 32-yard line.
First down, Dallas.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Back to throw. Hunter. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Rabbit. Mike 56. Mike 56.
To throw on 3rd down, Hunter. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Time will tell if that's an interception that rattles the rookie here. First drive on the road.
And you know the discussion going into the game? Centered on, okay, let's get out nice and easy, take care of the football, we're on the road, you're a youngster, let's not make mistakes early, But now the conversation will shift to, okay, put it behind you, move on. Long way to go in this one.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Hey, watch this.
On first down, Fields. James has got it, complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Watch the pass.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
Check smoke. Watch 55. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Switch. Kill. Wide. Get wide. Squeeze.
Check 99.
Looking to throw. Fields eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'd open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels. Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
To punt on fourth down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
Go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this.
Second and 2. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
Let's go.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Steps away to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
He's not going to get me.
And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
All day.
From the gun, Hunter going up top. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question, because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen.
Here we go.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
We begin to tear you up. Don't get nervous.
Get around. West. Joker. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. No. Off. High 7. Mike 55, Mike 55. You're
Operating from the gun. Fields. And that will be incomplete. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away.
Miles Jack can just flat out cover. Doesn't matter who's out there, and he can do it really well in man. How about what he just did there in zone, though? Eyes in the right place, saw where the ball was going, reacted appropriately, and knocked it away.
On is Josh Lambo for the field goal try. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on 4th down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold. He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
You ain't got nothing.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Cowboys.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Mike 56. Mike 56.
Throwing on first down. Hunter. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let it go deep. Right sideline. There is no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you've got your best people in the area to try and take that away.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And it's 3rd down.
Ready? 56. Right. Mike 56. Right there. 56. Hey, man. Watch the boot.
Back to throw. Hunter. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Switch. Hey, Banjo.
Throwing again. Fields. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Get him, boy.
And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, you know, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
On third down, Fields.
Oh, yeah, and here we go again.
And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez, standing right on his own 5-yard line. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this will pin him nicely inside the 20 as it's out of bounds at about the 14-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has, really. They come up here now, first down. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
We're scoreless after 1. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Here's 2nd and 8. Hunter Henry brings it in. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They run with Taylor, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Off the play fake, Hunter. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. First and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. On 3rd down, this is Howard. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
12 yards on the return that time. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off.
Check 4.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky.
Check. Alert 3, alert 3.
To throw on 2nd down, Fields. And that'll be incomplete. Now, the intended receiver out of the backfield was Jalen Samuels, and it's 3rd and short.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Looking to throw. Fields. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded at about the 28. It's a net of 40 there, punt of 48, and a return of 8. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Oh, yeah!
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
At the 37-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Push him back.
2nd and 9 now. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, huh?
Check.
Any weapon. Orbit.
Back to throw. Hunter. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. On 4th down, it's Howard. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position.
Go. You. Mike 55.
On 1st and 10, Fields. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. In for the score, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. So the first play of the drive, they strike through the air and score.
A lot of coaches like change of possession as a time to go ahead and strike, and that's what we saw there. Ball turned over, first play, right to the end zone.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that makes the score 7-0. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I foul it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. Go. Motion.
Looking to throw. Hunter.
I'm going to run you over.
And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. The Cowboys on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Back to throw. Hunter. Flush to his right. And I think the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds. So they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If the ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that will hit and continue on out of bounds.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 14-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that, he said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going, and being able to make a play on the football.
Throwing to start the drive. Hunter being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, it's a 4-yard loss. Really sets him back now for second down.
Right there, 56.
Come on, baby. Come on, let's go.
On second down now, it's Taylor, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. 3rd and 15 here after the first and second down plays went in the wrong direction. On third down, it's Howard. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a first down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something that feels somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, and this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Give the Redskins 13 there and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Switch up, switch up.
Looking to throw. Fields drops this off to Tomlinson, complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On second down, it's Tomlinson. And an alley to run. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. From the gun, Fields. He'll let this go for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Mike, 50, go. Right there in the middle, 55.
Drop deep, drop deep. Mike, let it go.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Fields.
Get it together, defense.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
He wasn't ready.
We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. It's like, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 4-yard line.
Here we go. 6 out low. I'm on. Strong left. Yo, left.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Set hut. He's 30 base. Mine's 56. Right here. 66. Pull it. Ha. Hey.
Motion.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Room here to run. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on.
Fine. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. This fielded at the 2. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go, baby.
At their own 22-yard line.
Let's go now.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
I know he ain't got it.
Throwing after the interception. Hunter. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm going to
You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there and take the hit and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. That's going to be caught. A big play here for Dallas. 61 yards. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go band of brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here.
That's caught at the 3. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. From a yard out, as his guys are back within a single score. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays. But the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback, and when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. So the call is made by Sean McVay. They're going to go for 2.
Go, go, go.
And with a play clock at 3, we're going to get a timeout called from the sideline as they'll burn the first of their allotted 3. The Cowboys offense, it'll stay out there as they'll go for 2.
Check pass. Check pass.
6-6.
Hey, alert 3. Alert 3.
61. Match box. Right.
The Cowboys will line up for the 2-point conversion.
56 the mic. 56 is the mic. Bravo. Ricky.
Operating from the gun, Hunter. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
I'm coming after you.
Check 13. Check 13.
Check safety. Check. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
The pitch to Tomlinson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Nice, sweetheart.
The run there on first down gets him a yard to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Mike 56.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hunter. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it. Yeah.
See what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Check Mike. Go. We got it.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Hunter. And he finds Howard complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Taylor. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
You got him.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Echo. Mike's 56. I'll get him. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
2nd and 1.
Come on, QB. Come on. Check. Hot route. Hot.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. It worked very well there for a first down.
On first down, they run with Howard. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They go with Howard again. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Back to throw. Hunter. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. From 21 yards away. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the 4th quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it. The 4th quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They're going to try and run. And he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a 1-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
Mike 55! Mike 55! Wahoo! I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. 55 is mine, guys. 55.
Now Tomlinson on 1st and 10.
Right.
And some room to roam now. A huge play there for Washington. 45 yards on the ground. So he rips off a great run and shows you why this year he's top 10 in rushing in the league.
And looks like he's trying to move up fast on the leaderboard, doesn't he? Top 10? Looks like he's trying to get into the top 5.
On 1st down, Fields gets this to his running back. That's Jalen Samuels. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Don't be mad. Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Big edge.
2nd and 5. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
On 2nd down now, it's Taylor. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. 85 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
Let's go!
At their own 20-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Jerry Tillery, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down. That's it.
2nd and 15.
Here we go.
That's complete to Slayton. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Looking to throw. Fields. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. A running play on 1st down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They go to the ground again with Taylor. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Let's go, let's go.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team.
Here we go.
Had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass. This too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Washington. Dante Pettis. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
I got you, son. I got you, son. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist. Twist, twist.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he'll get in as they're back within his score now. The lead's down to 7. And hold the phone now. This game isn't over yet.
Not at all. Now, get the football back. That's the first thing. However you do it, get the ball back and then manipulate the clock with your offense because you've got to get the ball into the end zone.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. A running play there, going to get 10 and a quick 1st down. Given 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch the pass.
Now Taylor. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now a give right side. Taylor. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Jam him. Check 24. Check.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Forced out to his left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down.
Watch the screen.
Now a give, right side. It's Taylor. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it took a big 4th quarter to do it, but they were able to get the job done, and that's the bottom line.
No doubt about it. And let's face it, they had to be more than nervous in the 4th quarter. But a lot of that was their own doing. I think you observed during the game, their energy level just didn't seem to be there. But in the 4th quarter, somehow they dug deep and found that extra bit, right? That reserve tank, they hauled it out. Offense scored some points, defense held them, and lo and behold, they walk away with a win. Maybe expend a little more energy than they expected to, but they'll take it.
So for the Cowboys, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Redskins, they taste defeat for the first time this season as they drop to 5-1. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.